Hello, thanks for stopping by. My name is Clint Mackey. I'm a real estate broker in the state of Michigan. I've been a broker for 28 years, and today I have a unique property, a very unique property I want to present to you. It's a lakefront home on a 4.7 acre peninsula that rests between two lakes. It's on a paved road in northern Kent County. And I'm going to show you this thing from the air first of all. This is the peninsula that it is situated on. It's in between Blue Lake and Black Lake, which also leads to Lincoln Lake. You have access to several lakes at one time here. Here's a schematic of how this lays out. Blue Lake, Black Lake has a channel going to Lincoln Lake, and Lincoln Lake is said to be the largest freshwater naturally occurring lake in the state of Michigan. It is a big, big lake, and all of these lakes here are full of fish. And they're all sports lakes, so you can do just about any kind of water sport on this property that you want. There's also with this property a 143 acre parcel that's available in addition to the house in the peninsula on the peninsula. Here's how the house lays out on that peninsula. You'll see right here the finger that points out right there. It's at the end of Blue Lake Drive. And there's how this lays out. The house is on one end, and it incorporates all of this lake frontage right here all the way around. So you have over 1,300 feet of private lake frontage. It's beautiful frontage, too. It's sandy, and I'll show you that real quick here. Here's another 143 acres that's available. Again, here's the house in this area right here. And then they also own all of this, which includes over a half a mile of creek frontage on 4 Mile Creek, plus all of this, and all of this lake frontage as well. They have all of that. Right now it's set up for, they just hunt it. They enjoy it. It's recreation property. It's high, dry, sandy, a lot of woodland, wetlands in there, so there's a great diversity of abundance of property there. Here's a view from the house, from the front porch. You get to look at this all you want. This is just, there's not a bad view from this house. Every single room in this house has a view over the water. That's the way they set it up. And this is what you look at. This is Little Black Lake. I'm told that this little lake is full of fish, especially panfish in the spring. They come in and they make their beds along the shores. They say it's easy pickings. Here's a view from the deck. This is a big, big deck that overlooks the backyard and the lake. And here's another view of it. You can see how huge this is. This is made for partying. This house was designed for entertaining, and I'm going to show you the inside in just a little bit. But here's a view of the house. House faces south, so it takes in the natural light that comes from the sun. In the wintertime, you'll get complete sun, and in the summertime, you're shaded by the trees, so you still get to see the lake, but you get some nice shade from the trees. Very natural backyard that they have laid out here, with a patio that's actually it's made for summertime living. Here's a view of the house from the south which faces that lake that I just showed you, and it's very naturally done all the way around. They've set it up so it's a minimal of lawn mowing. If you want, you can expand the lawn, but what they have is just a great view of the lake and access to this lake on both sides. Here's a picture of Little Blue Lake, the lake to the north, and there are quite a few very nice homes all the way around this lake. This is a sandy beach, over 1,300 feet of sandy beach associated just with this house. Great pictures of the outside. It's all natural, made of natural materials, and it's ready to go, well maintained. Now let's go look at the inside of this house. This is a cedar framed laminate beam house. It's built that way because it's going to be so solid. You'll see that the construction of this house is laminated cedar beams, very natural material, and they're put in place with these iron brackets. These steel brackets hold these into place. This house is not going to go anywhere. This house is made so that it retains its structural integrity. You won't get any shifting or cracking of the drywall because of the way that it's put together. And the reason they did that is so that you can have a very open floor plan, and it's beautiful to boot. It's functional, it's beautiful. And here's how they ended up with such a beautiful open floor plan. There's a shot of the living room with that wonderful south sun coming in. This picture was taken in December, and look at all that light that you get and it's filtered by the trees. It's just beautiful. If you want a view all year round of the lake and sunshine coming in and looking at the trees, you've got it here. And another shot of the living room with a great fireplace they've got there. They've really enjoyed this house. They've raised their children in this house for the last 10 years. They've enjoyed it. Their seasons have changed. They're ready to move on to what's next in their life, and they want this house to go to somebody who really enjoys the outside activities and who really enjoys a modern house. Look how open that living room, dining room, and foyer are. It's just open. There's not a lot of obstacles. That faces south or north towards Little Blue Lake, so you can see the lake from inside the house. It's kind of an atrium that they built so that you have complete sunlight coming from the north too. Here's the kitchen. Of course, it's modern. Those are hickory cabinets, dishwasher, single piece sink, modern appliances, of course. This house is built for entertaining, lots of counter space, clean as a whistle, well maintained. It's only about 11 years old at this point, so it's still got that new edge to it. I'm going to show you the basement now. The basement is great because it also has a great view from every room in the basement. This is the rec room. It's actually a separate room that they use for a studio, an artist studio. It is big. I didn't measure it, but it's probably 18 by 24, and it's got windows all the way around it, so you get to see the lake and the trees. You could put a gymnasium in there, a studio. You could make it into a master bedroom, just make it into just massive, massive bedroom. You could bunkhouse it so you could have a lot of guests at one time. You could do a lot of things with this house, with this particular basement, but it really is set up for entertaining. The entire house is set up so you can have parties and enjoy people. And here's what I mean by parties. They do have a wet bar, a complete wet bar downstairs, and that is separate from that other room I just showed you, the rec room. And they've carried the beams all the way through this house into the basement. It's a very modern look, and I don't think that style is going to leave us anytime soon. It's a great basement because everything you want you can see from this house. Look at that view from the house. Look at the view from the basement. That is just incredible. You don't see that very often. And look at this view, the deer walking right through the backyard past the basement windows and literally looking right into the windows. Look at this. That deer is standing there looking back and saying, what is this all about? What is this thing I'm looking into? This is a wonderful house for anybody that enjoys nature and seclusion. It's the last house at the end of this particular road. They developed this property themselves. It's the neighborhood association, so there are building restrictions, so someone can't just come in and flop in a double wide. And everybody's very friendly. It's a great location. They reserve the best lot for themselves, of course, and this house has got it all to offer you. I'm going to show you a few pictures from the seller's archives in the summertime. That is a very blue lake. That's why they call it Blue Lake. It's shallow and sandy right there, so you can pull your boat right up to the docks. And more than likely, they're willing to throw the docks in on the deal. That is a south-looking view no, it's still looking north during the fall. It's still a beautiful lake during the fall. Here's a summertime picture of the house. Nicely done lawn, beautifully taken care of. They really have enjoyed this house, and they've loved it, and they've taken care of it for you for when you move in. Here's another picture of Blue Lake from the top of the hill right outside the house. You can see what they have to offer here. This is something that they have loved, and they put their heart and soul into this house. And here's a picture of this house at nighttime. Look at that. It's beautiful when it's lit up like this. They have thoroughly enjoyed this house. They hope that you will too. We hope that you come on out and take a look at what this house has to offer. The lake, the woods, everything that this house has to offer can be yours for one price. And if you want that extra land, we've got that available separately if you wish. And I'm going to put up another website, and you'll be able to take a look at that land as well. My name is Clint Mackey. I've been a real estate broker for 28 years. This is one of the most unique properties that I've ever offered to the public. So I want you to go ahead and give me a call at 616-997-3948. Make sure that you have some sort of pre-qualification information so that we can determine whether or not we're able to show you this house. We're only showing it to people that can definitely afford this caliber of house. And if you click the link above this video tour, there's a listing that gives you details about the rooms, dimensions, everything you're going to need, the pricing. Go ahead and click that link. Give me a call. we'll see what we can do about getting you a private tour all by yourself. Thanks for stopping by.